All right, hello again. I figured the last song that I would give you this year is something that's slightly different from what I've been playing for you mostly. This is more of like, I don't know, more of like a punk sort of like foray for me. This is a fun one that I wrote. It's just about like my love of driving around and like seeing stuff, and also like bad movies potentially, depending on your taste in in film and stuff. And this is just about like a person who like wants to get out on the road and just like go out and see stuff. Because a lot of my life in the past couple years, just really 2023 and 2024, even a little bit of 2022, because I drove around a lot. I was making a show about like Canadian landscape painting, since I was going out to like parks and stuff in Toronto, in Ontario, and I was going to art galleries in Toronto and Ottawa and Montreal to actually see the paintings if I could in real life. And so I was on the road a lot for those like 3 years, which was a lot of fun because I didn't drive like from like the age of like 18 when I left to go to university until I was like 35 or something. I was 34, sorry, I was 34 when COVID started. And I didn't get a car again until I was 35. So for that stretch, I just took public transit, or like other people drove me, or I would rent a car occasionally. But yeah, this is just about like, I guess, kind of rediscovering the joy of driving around. I drove around, I think I've talked about this before, but I've driven around North America, like a lot of North America in the summer of 2023. So when the fires were happening in Quebec in like May and June, I had headed out on the road and I went across Canada. I went to Vancouver. I went to a bunch of places that I went to in that song, Railroaded, that I wrote. I went up, I slept in the parking lot of Mount Robson Park at one point in time. I slept in the parking lot at Numa Falls. I slept in my car a lot that summer. It was great. I went down into the States. I had a paper license and I drove down into the States. I had my passport. I was ready to get a UK visa. And so that was in Ottawa in an office somewhere. And I just had this paper license. And I was able to go into the States through the Peace Arch. I went down to LA, and then I went across to New York, and then I went back to Kansas. And it was actually, I got to Colorado, and I was sleeping in a car park in Colorado, and I woke up and I was like, maybe I should go back to Canada. So I drove literally back across country. I took the 70, I think it's the 70 that goes through Kansas. Yeah, I took the 70 from LA to New York, which isn't correct because you have to go up the 15 and then you have to connect into something else that connects you into the 70. But yeah, I did all that. It was a lot of fun. I slept in my car most of the way until I got to like the big cities like Detroit or New York or LA. That's where I stayed in like Seattle. I stayed in a hotel there. But otherwise, I slept in my car, and it was fine. Nobody bothered me. There's nothing wrong with it. But I mean, I guess there's stuff wrong with it in the sense you're sleeping in your car, but like outside of that, like it was fine. But yeah, this is just a song about getting lost in the weeds. It's called Lost in the Weeds. Hilariously, early this summer, I think I saw something, there was some, I don't know, trend on, I guess, TikTok or whatever about Lost in the Weeds. I think it's completely unconnected, but because I don't know, nobody ever seems to listen to these songs, so it's just kind of interesting. But I wrote this like before that, so or at least around the same time, but I don't remember seeing that. Anyways, this is kind of like I tried to work in that sort of like Pixies and like Nirvana mode of like soft and loud. But I'm not a very like loud, shouty person, as you probably picked up. And so for the chorus, I just kind of like whisper it. So I even like invert what they were doing, where usually they would do like a quiet verse and then a loud chorus. And so I just sort of inverted that a little bit. Yeah, this is just going to be C, G, F, and then there's going to be a slightly different version of for the chorus, of F and G for the chorus, because it's just easier to slide that way than it is to do like that version. That's just awkward versus the two the 2-note power chord. Yeah, terminology bugs me. Anyways, this is a super long intro, so thanks for sitting through that. But yeah, this is my 10th favorite song that I wrote this year. So yeah, there you go. You grab the drinks, I'll pump the gas. We'll hit the bank, we'll draw stash, toss out the sink, forget the past, and hit the open road like Harold and Kumar, Bonnie and Clyde, Thelma and Louise. Let's buzz town and get lost in the weeds now. Let's hit the open road like Harold and Kumar, Bonnie and Clyde, old Thelma and Louise. Let's buzz town and get lost in the weeds now. Just you and me, just you and me, just you and me, lost in the weeds. Pay the bill or pass me the keys. Let's start tonight, I'm set to leave. Come on, let's go, get lost in the weeds. Let's hit the open road like Harold and Kumar, Bonnie and Clyde, old Thelma and Louise. Let's blow this town and get lost in the weeds now. I love this song, always makes me sing along. Every turn might be wrong, but it's right where we belong. Out on the open road like Harold and Kumar, Bonnie and Clyde, old Thelma and Louise. Hit the open road and lost in the weeds now. Just you and me, just you and me, lost in the weeds. Just you and me, just you and me, lost in the weeds. Just you and me, just you and me, lost in the weeds. And that's Austin Weeds. I haven't played that one in a while, like a very long time. But yeah, that was like, what was that? That was one of the 4th or 5th songs I wrote this year. And it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I mean, there's parts of it that I think that I could fix. Like maybe that bridge doesn't need to be in there, but yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Anyways, take care out there.